Testing camera angle here, guys. Battery out of the way. So here we are, we have the quad formulating here. Now, interesting thing, before I take it apart, it is 240 right now. This is a 2150 battery. We won't be using that. We'll be using 1800s, 1300s, that kind of thing. So, but as a size comparison, you would be pretty hard pressed to get this onto a 240 of this size. Now, this piece of carbon fiber in Kevlar is 25 grams. This piece of solid carbon fiber is about 37 grams. So saved a lot of weight with the Kevlar in here, because Kevlar is like fabric. It doesn't weigh as much as carbon, so it's a little bit lighter, but it's more resilient. And this one has a sort of neat bend in the center. It's not bent, it's flat as all can be, but the fibers got twisted a bit, so they sort of epoxied in like that. So anyways, we're going to put the legs on the bottom of this, and we'll have an X-copter. And I'm just mapping out now all the different lines for where the arms will go. These are just standard ZMR arms, I think, so that I have straight lines to line up with the angle of the arm on each side, and then I can confirm it after drilling one hole and tightening it, and then drill the rest of the holes. Kevlar is really hard to drill. You have to have a super sharp drill bit, and you have to use a high speed just to get through the fibers, because otherwise they'll just tear around on the drill bit and get caught. They won't shear. So you want to shear the fibers of the Kevlar when you're drilling it. It's really hard to machine. I don't know many machinists that will actually try to machine it. Even water jet cutting turns out fuzzy on the edges. I cut an HB7 frame a long time ago that way. It just wasn't workable at all. So I cut this with a jeweler saw, very, very fine jeweler saw, and that worked really, really well. So you could cut shapes and do like basically I think they call it filigree cutting or something like that, like in Japan and in China. But anyways, you could do detail and that kind of thing, cut away more material and retain the strength of it. This is about almost 2.5 millimeters thick, and I think it'll be probably a 75 gram frame, maybe a 65 gram frame all up. 10, 10, 10, 40, and then 25, so 75 grams there, fasteners. Now it'll probably be a 100 gram frame. It depends on how much I shave off, but we will need a top plate for the battery. So that's the plan, and we'll see how it turns out.